So, it's time for some action here. We are here to do a Mavic, not we, but I am here to do a Mavic 4 Pro ActiveTrack test. And let's just get the drone airborne. And I want to use my car as the subject here. And of course I have the top down because it's a beautiful weather. You can just highlight the car here. And then we can just let it circle a little bit around it while we're just looking at the parameters that we want to include. So now this one is circling around here. So the Mavic 4 Pro, that's I've done like if not already seen it, I've done a test a little bit earlier today that where I took the drone through the vegetation at my father's place. The test that I usually do, and the result was, you can watch the video by yourself. It does a decent job, and it does some pretty amazing things, but it's not as smooth as the Air 3S. I guess it's because of the bigger size. So let's see what we can do with it here. So let me just stop the video here just for a second and stop it here. So I have a fresh battery in here, so we should have plenty of time to play around. So right now it's set to bypass when as an avoid obstacle option. I think we will just put it in normal just to be sure that we are not messing around with too much here. And then if we go under control, let's just see what the focus track settings are. So right now we need to switch it to vehicle. You see you have different sets of parameters depending on if it's a person or if it's a vehicle. And right now it says inner radius 18. Yeah, maybe that's nice. We can just, I don't know, 25, I don't know. Yeah, so something like that. Inner height 7, 10. Outer height, maybe we should just go higher here, 15, something like that. Camera motion fast. I think we just need to do normal near ground. I don't think we need any of that. That was enabled during the other test. So, all right. So the way that we can do this right now is that they have changed something. So you basically can use these C1 and C2 that are on the base of the remote to start the tracking. So now we will get this strange wheel here out in there where we can do all sorts of nice stuff. See? I can move the drone around to different positions. I think it's kind of nice, but it's also the one that made me lose my Mini 4 Pro when I collected this car originally. So it's, I don't know. So let's just put it here in the back behind me. And that should be another thing that we can test out here shortly. Yeah, let's just do that. It should be able to see cars from really, really far away. See if it can see if it's a car down here. I guess not. Why not? So let me just see upstairs there. So I guess if we just go under control here. Display zoom, focus track setting, no. I guess it's up here somewhere. Display radar map, return to home. I don't know. It should be able to detect that it's a car. Maybe it's because the roof is missing. Now we mark the car, and now we can do C1, and then we get the wheel, and we will have it in the outer circle, like this, and then we see what happens if we start driving. Put it in drive. And before one of you start complaining about all the stuff that needs to be in control when you drive, that you should have visual line of sight with the drone all the time. That's actually not true if you're doing ActiveTrack, because you are allowed to not have visual line of sight if it's within 50 meters. So now it's just tracking from behind, and it's keeping up pretty nicely. So what I will do now is I will just turn around. Yeah. And then we need to do like a speed test to see when we lose it. We can go up to 60 here on this road. We're allowed to do 60. So let's just see what is possible. Oh, knocking the camera. So let's just get it into the right position. Off with the glasses so I can see what's going on. Just move it over here so it's from behind. And maybe we should just switch the units into kilometers, because then we can see what's going on. Insufficient card space. No, we don't want that. Storage is full. Switch. Luckily, we have a big internal storage on this one. So, okay. So I'm allowed to go 60 kilometers an hour on this road. So let's just see what happens. If it can follow along. So that's 60. And now there's a tractor coming. So I think what we do is we just go over here very carefully. I talked to this guy a little bit earlier. He's the guy that owns all the land down here. So it's he's okay with me fooling around here. He knows my father, so. Okay, so we need to repeat, rinse and repeat. See if it can follow. So now we're doing 60. Then I'll try to put it in sport mode. It can do that, so. And then we need to do another test. Let's get it over here on the other side again. So. And now I'll flick it into sport mode. One funny thing is here that it says obstacle avoidance is unavailable. I don't know. I thought it was kind of kicking in to some degree, but okay. So let's do 60. So now we're doing 60. Yeah, it follows along nicely. So that is possible. And then brakes. So now, the next thing that we will try here is that where it's in front of the car. This is where I know historically it's struggling. When it needs to do that, we give it a little time to go up. How's it doing? See how far we can. So it's okay, around 40. So 40 to 50, then we're starting to struggle. So what I would like now is I would like to see some of the more creative stuff that can be done. No, like this, and then we do the auto. So now we have the auto enabled, and I will not go completely crazy here. Just let it do what it needs to do, and then I will flick it in normal. So I'm sure that I have protection. So see, now it's doing some stuff here while I'm driving. So it's trying to compile a series of shots. I think it is. I don't know what it's doing. Then we can try and go this way. See what happens then. Then there's a private property. I think we should not go there. So just turn around here. So, in good distance to the property. So now it's figuring out to do something else. I don't know what it's doing. Hello? So now we're going back. See. Er det stille her? When we do this, maybe we should do one more. I see now it's compiling all sorts of shots here with me sitting in here. In this way you can let the drone basically compile a series of shots that you would probably never be able to do yourself while you're flying around. And right now there's a lot of traffic here actually, that's a surprise. So it's I'm happy we got to this point. And of course you can do the tracking, that can be done, I guess that can be done with all the different cameras. Maybe we should check that before I just claim that this is the case. I guess we need to try that. We need to try that. We need to try that, and we need to put the drone over here because this will give us some tremendous compression. So how would that look if we took the really compressed one? So like this, and then we put the drone in this position. Yeah. And then ActiveTrack. ActiveTrack unavailable with current camera. Interesting. So let's see what happens if we selected this one then and press ActiveTrack. So we can do it with the medium telephoto, and I would also have expected that because that's kind of the camera that we're using on the A3S. But still, this is interesting. Let's just try and take it for a ride. Yeah. Hey, look at this. Looks pretty nice. Hey. Don't go back. Don't go back. I want you on the side. And on the side, oh no. So on the side, and I want you low. Yeah, this is not even looking good. So let's just see what we can do if we turn around. Yeah, maybe it's nice. It's probably nice. Yeah, see, then it's moving into the back position. I think we have used our bucket of luck today. So this shows that we can film, we can basically do the ActiveTrack with the 70mm and the 28mm Hasselblad, but not with the 168mm Telephoto. So this one will not allow us to do ActiveTrack. I can fly around, I guess. No? Yeah, I can. I can operate the drone and have it locked onto something on the ground. That will work. If I wanted to do that, just be very careful. If you have these, using these magnifications, it's very hard, to navigate or to figure out where you are in space with the drone. So, can it do a circle? No. So, basically, ActiveTrack and point of interest are disabled when you are doing the 168mm telephoto lens. All right. And I said I did like a manual walk through my father's fruit garden earlier today. That was kind of exciting to try that. I was almost pissing my pants all the time. It was very, very scary. It's it's a bigger drone. It's definitely a bigger drone. So it's that's why it's also not so funny. So this was an ActiveTrack car test. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give a like. If you did like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.